Welcome to Muslim History Tours. Today's video covers the preserved history of Zanzibar Island, specifically focusing on the People's Palace Museum, the stories that surround this building, and many sultans that have been buried in its gardens. This detailed tour was led by Zuhura Ali Juma, a well-versed historian on the history of Zanzibar. Enjoy.
This is the painting of the first Sultan to rule here in Zanzibar, Sultan Sayyid bin Sultan, ruled here in 1804 till 1856. He ruled Zanzibar, Oman, and other territories. In Mombasa, Mogadishu was one state. He shifted his capital from Oman to Zanzibar in 1832. Because of the following reason. First, due to the geographical location of Zanzibar. The second reason, Zanzibar Island is more fertile than Oman. Another reason, fresh water at the foot of Zanzibar. Also, the sea level of water. This is the reason. He died at the sea in 1856 when he came back from Oman to Zanzibar near Seychelles, and he was buried in this cemetery. When he died, he left 36 children, and all of them born of a slave mother, mostly Abyssinian women, the women from Ethiopia. His 3 Arab and Persian wives didn't bear him surviving children. 2 principal wives and other slave wives. When he came here in Zanzibar, he introduced clove cultivation. Cloves and the spices. And for that time, 90% of cloves all over the world from Zanzibar. The seed from Reunion Island, Mauritius, Reunion. Then who was the one who introduced the commercial empire in Zanzibar during the 18th century. Even diplomatic relation for that time. And Said, he stayed in 2 houses at one time. One called the Beit el-Ebtoni, it was outside of the stone town, and the second one called the Beit el-Sehel, outside of this building. Beit el-Ebtoni, it was huge palace which at one time stayed 1,000 people.
This is by the hotel.
Yes. Near Verdectin. Some of the sultans was born in that palace, including one among the daughter of Sultan Said called Sayyida Salme, born in this palace. Salme, her mother was a slave from Russia. Yeah, the one who fell in love with the German guy, and then she ran away to Germany. So sometimes stay here in this Ebtoni Palace, which is huge palace, and it seems that even the principal wife of the Sultan Said called the Sayyida Azza was staying in this palace, which during the morning all the staffs, even the slaves' wives, they must wake up and greeting the Sayyida Azza first, and then they can continue with their day activity. Beit el-Sehel is outside of this building, which stayed 10 sultans was lived there, and 2 sultans lived at the House of Wonder. So some people they call it Beit el-Sehel, and sometimes it's called it Beit el-Serikali, because even State House it was there. When he died in 1856, the ruler succeeded by his son, and then turned to his grandson, and finishing to the
He came to
third
Britain.
generation. The third Sultan, Sultan Baragash bin Said. He ruled here in 1870 till 1889. Baragash built many palaces in Zanzibar. Marubi, Chuwili, Chukwani, but the prominent building was that Beit Najai, House of Wonders. It called it House of Wonders due to its size, style, and facilities. It was the first house in sub-Saharan Africa to use electricity.
Electricity.
Yes,
Okay.
in 1886, and the first house in East Africa to use tap water, and for Zanzibar, it was the first house to use elevator in 1913. It was designed by the Scottish Marine Engineers, and it took 3 years to build it.
Was it one Scottish engineer?
Scottish Marine Engineers, and it took 3 years.
Okay, so it was more than one Scottish engineer.
More than one.
Do we know their names?
We don't know their names, but there is the 163 those cast iron column. Those originally from Scotland.
Okay.
From 1883 till 1896, it was used just for ceremony, like a coronation, party, and other. But after the bombardment, 2 sultans lived there until 1913, while this building taken by the British is administration headquarters. Barhash, who the one who sent the treaty to stop the slave trade in Zanzibar in 1873. But Barhash was born of a slave mother. His mother was a slave from Ethiopia. This is the second Sultan Majid bin Said, ruled here in 1856 up to 1870. And during his reign, Majid was reducing taxes for 5%, and for those 20,000 who the one who training the soldier in modern style, like those pictures shown. But also, Majid introduced the first steamboat, namely Sadara. The
Sadara.
first steamboat in Zanzibar during the reign of Sultan Majid. And also he built this building, Bet el Hukum, House of Justice, but unfortunately all these destroyed during the war. The shortest war in the world history lasted only 45 minutes. The war between the British and the Arabs. It was in 1896. The reason was when he died, the Sultans Ahmed bin Suwain, the 6th one to rule here, the same day a younger son of Sultan Baragash declared himself as a Sultan. For that time, Zanzibar was under the British protectorate. So the British, they give him 3 days to go out, but he refused. Then he destroyed the palace for only 45 minutes. More than 500 Sultan soldiers were died.
500 Zanzibar soldiers.
The soldier
what was the year again?
From 1896.
96.
August. 27th August 1896.
Okay.
The Sultan soldier was Bulush, was not originally from Zanzibar. Then after Baragash, Al bin Said, which Khalifa, 17th son of Sultan Said bin Sultan, he was born at Mtoni Palace, and he was well known in Zanzibar because of his tolerance and value of Zanzibar scholars. After Khalifa, Ali bin Said. Ali bin Said is the 18th son of Sultan Said bin Sultan, and this was the last son of Sultan Said here in Zanzibar at one time. During his reign, he signed the Treaty of Zanzibar Island under the British protectorate. But the British were here from in 1890 till 1963, when state gained independence. 1964, January, Zanzibar Revolution. The Zanzibar Revolution was totally overthrown of Sultan to rule here in Zanzibar. 26 April 1964, union between Tanganyika and Zanzibar to form the Republic of Tanzania today. After Ali, then Ahmed bin Suwain, grandson of Sultan Said bin Suwain, because Suwain was the son of Said who ruled in Oman. So Ahmed bin Suwain during his reign because the side control most of the ports. So Ahmed bin Suleiman freed those ports from different parts, like the port of Barawa, Mecca, Mogadishu, and others. When he died, Ahmed bin Suleiman, then Khalid bin Barahash, he take the throne without the given to the British. So Khalid bin Barahash, he ruled here for only 3 days, in 1896 till 1896, because he declared himself as a Sultan. Then he was lucky because he ran away to German consulate. German helped him and sent him to Tanganyika. After the Second World War, the British captured him and exiled him to the St. Helena Island in Atlantic.
No, Helena Island, yeah.
St. Helena Island in Atlantic Ocean. Then they sent him to the Mombasa, Kenya, and who died in Mombasa, Kenya in 1927 and buried in this cemetery, in this area, Sheikh Jundani Mosque in Mombasa, Kenya. Then the British chose Hamoud bin Mohammed. Hamoud bin Mohammed married the daughter of Sultan Majid called Sayyida Ghafura, and he has got 2 children, one called Ali, one called Saida Matuka. Ali studied in London, and who was the one who introduced railway in Zanzibar in 1905, and the one who introduced school, officially school here. But for a few years, Ali resigned. So the British give the chance to the Ali sister, Saida Matuka, but according to Islamic law, women were not allowed to take the chance at that time, even the Omanis. So Matuka given the chance to her husband called Khalifa bin Harun. Khalifa, he ruled here for almost 50 years, 50 years. And during his reign, everyone in Zanzibar know him and remember him because he was a charitable person. People loved him. He ruled here for 50 years.
So what type of person was he, seen by the people?
Loves people.
Loved, okay.
Charitable person.
Okay.
Everyone know him. During the Friday, it seemed that most of the children to the village, to this stone town, come to the palace to greet him because he loves people. And when Khalifa died, everyone here in Zanzibar come in this area to say goodbye. Then after Khalifa, succeeded by Abdullah bin Khalifa, the son of Sayyid Khalifa, which Abdullah born outside of Lisbon at the Beit Seher, lived there, stayed there, and died there. But he ruled for only 3 years. 1963, when Abba bin Khalifa died, succeeded by his son called Jamshid bin Abdullah. Jamshid bin Abdullah was the last sultan who ruled Zanzibar. Jamshid, he ruled here for almost 6 months only. 1963 July up to 1964 January. This was the Jamshid, the last sultan who ruled here in Zanzibar. Then 1964 during the revolution, he ran away in a cosmos.
Yeah. He died a few years ago, isn't it?
Still alive in Oman. Now he is
Oh,
in
right,
Oman.
in Oman.
Yeah, now he's in Oman, Muscat age, now he's 92.
Where's his name on here? Is his name here?
This is Jamshid bin Abdullah.
He's died, this one died. He's died. I remember we spoke about it on the WhatsApp group.
He's alive.
No.
Still alive in Oman, Muscat
In Oman?
now. Oman, Muscat now. Yeah. Jamshid is still alive in Oman.
There's one who died in Britain recently, maybe 2 years ago.
Still alive because the Last week, there's two people from Oman, granddaughter of Jamshid. Yes, they come here to take the pictures and to pray in that Sultan's cemetery. And this is the list of the sons and the daughter of Sultan Sayyid bin Sultan, born here in Zanzibar, raised here in Zanzibar, died here, and buried in the Sultan cemetery. All total here is 23 sons and the daughter of the first Sultan Sayyid bin Sultan.
But there's no pictures of the females.
No, we don't have. We have the picture of one among the Sultan's wife, Khalifa bin Harith's wife, Sayyidanulu. We have the picture of Sayyidanulu.
Is that for religious reasons, or we just don't know of any pictures that took place?
Of those women.
Yeah, the daughters.
Most of them, they don't like to
Take pictures. Okay.
Most of them, yeah. Here we have these two people. One called Sulaiman bin Hamid bin Said. Sulaiman bin Hamid bin Said was one among the very famous and prominent person at that time, and was known as Awlad al-Wakil. Sulaiman bin Hamid bin Said was prime minister during the Sultan Said Saidi, Sultan Majid, even Sultan Barahash. And he was very famous here in Zanzibar. Even when he died, he was buried in the Sultan cemetery, and respectively, they put the roof to the graves. And Sayyid Salim bin Kinda, he was the first Arab to be selected as a member in Legislative Council of Zanzibar during the British time, Legco. And his daughter married by Sultan Jamshid called Sayyida Anisa. And his aunt married by Sultan Bargash called Moza.
Okay.
Yeah. Other ruling family who married in that area. This is Sayyida Mantuka bin Said, the wife of Sultan's Humud bin, the daughter of Sultan's Humud bin Muhammad. The last section here about the deaths, condolences, and this funeral ceremony of Sultans Umar bin Khalifa and Sayyid Khalifa bin Harith. It was outside of this room, now we are here.
What year was this?
1963.
So it's still British. You can see the white officers here. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a fez as well, same.
Yeah.
So people in Zanzibar used to wear this as well?
Sultans Ali bin Humud, the first person who came with those tarbush.
Okay.
Ali bin Humud. Yeah. So this is the women who come to say goodbye for the stage.
Oh yeah, look at the women here, yeah.
Yes.
They're wearing all black as well, isn't it?
Yes, yes. The coffin from the Bedi Seha went to the mosque, and then come back here. The refugees. And there's the Sultan Cemetery, which is a gazetted area. The cemetery divided into three parts. It is the old parts, which established in 1854 after the death of Khalid bin Said, a younger son of Sultan Said Saidi bin Sultan. Sultan Said Saidi bin Sultan, the one who ruled Zanzibar, Omani, and other territories.
The first Sultan.
The first Sultan. And that is the second Sultan, Bajid bin Said. And the third one, Sultans Baragash, Khalifa bin Said, Ali bin Said, Khalid bin Said. And this is the children of Sultan Said who died earlier more than him. And this is Sharifa binti Barhash, the daughter of Sultan Barhash. That's the tower built during the reign of Sultan Khalifa bin Harb. And this wall built during the reign of Sultans Majid, who ruled in 1856 up to in 1870. And it seems that originally this block and architect who comes from India. And the Sultans used a lot of money to build this wall.
Okay.
And outside here we have those translations from the tower in English and Swahili. And the list of those people who buried inside. The first one was the Khalid bin Said, the Sultan. And this is the second part, or the first person who buried in this area was that one, Humud bin Muhammad, Sayyid Humud bin Muhammad, the grave of Sayyid Humud bin Muhammad. And then Sayyida Matuka, the daughter of Sayyid Humud bin Muhammad. That was Sulaiman bin Hamad. One was the person was the prime minister of the Sultan, and the Sultan respected him. They put the roof to the top to differentiate the Sulaiman grave with the other
Okay.
royal cemetery. This is the last part which introduced after the death of the Sultans, Khalifa bin Harb, 10th Sultan to rule here for 50 years, who died in 1960.
1960, yeah?
Yes. This is Sayyid Khalifa bin Harb, the one everyone in Zanzibar remember him and love him because he was a charitable person, loved people, especially children and the women. When he died in 1960s, succeeded by his son called Sayyid Abdullah bin Khalifa, which he ruled until 1963. Then the last one after Sayyid Abdullah bin Khalifa was Sayyid Jamshid bin Abdullah. This is the father of Sultan Jamshid bin Abdullah, which is still alive in Oman. Grandfather, and this is the father of Sultan Jamshid.
So what's going to happen over there? What's taking place?
That was originally was the Sultan's palace, which 10 sultans lived there. And the palace divided into 3 parts. Ground floor was the reception area. First floor was the stateroom. Second floor was the domestic quarter, where sultans' wives, dining room, kitchen, resting room was to the top.
Okay.
And outside there are stone benches, and inside there is another stone benches.
Okay. Is this the place that where they found a Victorian,
Sultans.
like a boat here after many years?
Okay.
Given by Queen Victoria.
This is Beit Sahel. Even the last sultans was lived here and moved out from this palace. This is Beit Sahel. And this is original part.
But there was a boat given by Queen Victoria to one of the sultans.
Sultan
Barge, yes, yes.
The badge originally from here. But now those badges preserved outside of the port. You can't see those badges.
What's the location?
Outside of Zanzibar port, Bandarini Pale, outside. You can see there is a gate which local people use their food. Inside, you can see those sultans' badge. But you must ask the permission because there are not other people to go inside. to look those parts.
Because I know they're trying to raise money to restore it.
Yeah. So some parts we have in a museum,
Yeah.
but the big part remain there.
Do you know, is that the one which Queen Victoria gave?
Those badge,
Queen Victoria
yes.
are in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So all the decoration now we preserve to the museum.
Yeah. When will this museum reopen, you think?
According to the engineer, after 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, this 1 year and the House of Wonder with Lajaib after 2 years.
Okay.
Yes. But all the furniture from this building now you can see at the Castro Sada.
Yeah.
Castro Sada at Kibweni Palace Museum or Kibweni.
That's a different museum.
Yes.
How far?
It's outside of Houston town from here to
Houston.
there. Kibweni, Bububu Road.
How many minutes?
Kibweni, Ikulu ya Kibweni.
Oh,
Yes.
so it's around
It's about
10 minutes from Verde.
Even 30.
Already?
From Verde to there is not far.
10
Okay.
minutes.
Okay, no problem.
Another museum called the Bet El Amani.
Yeah.
It's
Awesome.
Nazimoja area. So some of the furniture which is by the Sultans, you can see there. Yeah, you can
Okay.
see there the Bet El Amani, like a throne chair, which is by the Sultans Hamed bin Suwain. You can see there, throne chair. Even Sultan's saddle, standard of the Sultans, you can see there at Bet El Amani. But all the furniture like a bed, chair, utensil, you can see at the Castro Sada, Kibweni.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we have these stone benches outside and inside. Inside these stone benches they use for those people who had an appointment of the Sultans. Because for that time people were not allowed to go to the second floor except those people who have close relative with the Sultan's wives only can go to see the second floor. From one building to another building, there is a special part. We call that one, we call it air bridge. But unfortunately now we can't see very well because they're closed. Those air bridge which was by the Sultan's wife Sultana, to move around from one building to another building without being seen from the street.
Yeah.
So that air bridge from the House of Wonder, then Beit El Watoro, Beit El Thani, up to here, Beit El Sahel. So this is Beit El Sahel.
And these cannons are whose? The Sultans, or were they the British or
Originally owned by the Portuguese.
Portuguese? Okay.
There is a war between the Portuguese and Omani in 1698. The winner was Omani. So Sultan Said Said captured this and put here as a part of memory. So here you can see there is a sign of the Portuguese. This is the Portuguese.
Okay.
And the Portugal was the first European arrival here in Zanzibar, looking for the trade between 15th up to 17th century. After Portuguese, Omanis, Arabs, 19th century. So later, Said Khalifa put the seal here in this one among the bronze camel.
Do you know what it says? What's it go here? The date 1295.
Sultan Khalifa Said Hamid.
This is original door after the bombardment in 1886. That's past, it's just a decoration in this door, but in India it was used against elephant to come in. And here there is no elephant, but this is the original door. Top there is the Arabic inscription and type of wood is the teak. Yeah, for Zephyr, this was a presidential car. The first Zanzibar president after the revolution, 1964 up to 1970. The letter R they are presented by Rais. Rais in the Swahili, Rais means
Rais.
president. Yeah, Arabic Rais.
Not royal.
This is the Austin Princess with the last British resident car, George Morgan. That is House of Wonder,
Yeah.
the Lajaib, but unfortunately closed for renovation. And this was originally Sultana Garden. That was originally swimming pool used by her.
Yeah, it's very small, isn't it?
Yeah. Enough for her. That was a new one built after. Not
Okay.
original one. That is original one after the bombardment in 1886. So that was the second floor of the Mystic Hall.
Okay.
In this last snippet, our tour guide shares the effect of the Arabic language on the people of this beautiful island.
So 1880s to 1960s was Arabic script.
Yes, people
Swahili.
learn, they use those words.
Oh.
He said
If you see
even
the
old person now.
dictionary of crafts dictionary, you see those information. Crafts dictionary.
Oh, we have so much time. I mean, I remember when I was in standard 1, we were learning Arabic, and our teacher used to write Arabic, but with Swahili. So we will learn something like Baba,
Yeah.
Bibi.
Yeah,
I remember when I was in standard 1.
yeah. Most people in Zanzibar, all the
Oh,
person
Nambie,
write
oh.
Kiswahili, read, they say we don't know. They know how to read those with Arabic inscription. Even their signature.
We're in Arabic.
Yeah.
This was such a holistic tour. All the information given about the Sultans of Zanzibar was easy to take in. Thank you for watching. For our amazing Zanzibar tours, please visit www.halalcruises.club/Zanzibar.